Again, yes, things adapt, things evolve, but I do not believe that it's the end for anyone. It is never too late. You are never too young, never too old to start building your passion and building the life that you dream of. There's room to adapt, there's room to evolve, there's room for all of us to grow and keep learning. But regardless, there's room, you know? Today, we're gonna keep it simple, okay? I feel like there's always so much going on in the beauty world, and I just wanna kind of strip it back to what brought us all here in the first place, which is makeup. It's our love for makeup. I feel like that's what we all come here for, whether you're a creator or a viewer or both. I feel like makeup has an incredible ability to bring people together, to make us creative, and I'm just so thankful. I've really been reflecting today in the past few days specifically on just the space that we've created here on my channel, and I'm so thankful for you guys, for everything you've done for me. And I'm also, you know, it might sound superficial, but I'm really thankful for makeup. Like, I really find so much joy in creating makeup looks, in swatching formulas and discovering new things, and in just the feeling around what makeup has done for me personally. So I've got some basic products sitting here. This isn't really gonna be about the products. Of course, I will list and link everything that I'm using for you guys. It's gonna be basically a full face of nothing new. I went back through my drawers and I just picked things that I felt like using. I just wanted to be inspired by just the things that I already have, and so I'm excited. I've got some throwbacks for sure sitting in front of me. I'm gonna start off with the Victoria Beckham and Augustine Bader cream. Now this is like her priming, what is it? Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. This is a product that I purchased myself. It's a pricey product, which is why I wanted to use it again. I wanted to really make sure I'm using up the products that I invest in. So I'm gonna start off with this all over the face. I'm sure you guys have seen, and even if you haven't seen, that's fine, because I'll kind of summarize it. I'm not gonna go into this, okay? But I feel like there's been a ton of talk on social media about the beauty space, how it's changing, or some people are claiming that it's dying out. And guys, like, I don't know if I just view the world completely differently than everybody else, but I'm still in it. Like, obviously, I create videos for myself and for you guys because I just freaking love makeup so much. And for me personally, like, obviously, things have changed. Things have adapted for sure, like any other industry in entertainment or in music or food or whatever it is. Like, there's constantly evolving platforms and people on those platforms. But to me, like, the beauty space is just brand new, like especially the beauty space on social media. It's such a new concept, and even though things are evolving, I personally feel like it's just the beginning and that there's plenty of room for everyone, you know? I'm using my Clinique Even Better Makeup Broad Spectrum Foundation. It's been a while since I've used this, but honestly, that's kind of what made me want to sit down and do this video where I'm just able to kind of like chat about the reason why I personally I'm obsessed with makeup, and I would love to just, again, bring things back to the basics in the comments as well. Like, I want to hear from you guys why you love makeup, because ultimately that's what keeps us all here. That's what keeps us inspired. That's what keeps us, you know, clicking on beauty YouTube videos. I feel like I've said this before, but like, as much as I am a creator on YouTube when it comes to this, I'm also a major consumer. I still spend most of my time on YouTube looking up videos on how people do makeup. It never gets old to me. I don't know, am I weird that way? I just feel like I'm never not inspired by makeup artists on the internet, whether you're self-taught or a celebrity makeup artist, whatever it is. I'm obsessed with learning from people. I remember I was so excited for my 13th birthday because that was when, in my family, we were allowed to wear makeup, which I was so excited about. And I remember going to Target with my sisters on my 13th birthday. Like, I was thrilled about this, you guys, and I went and picked out a CoverGirl foundation. I went and picked out everything. I literally had a full face. I went straight from wearing absolutely nothing to absolutely everything. And I remember my mom, like a couple days after I started wearing makeup, she was like, Allie, that's a lot of eyeliner that you're wearing. But I didn't care, and honestly, I enjoyed the process of learning how to do my makeup. When I was 13, I feel like I had pretty good skin. So honestly, when I first started out, it was just for fun. It was just to be creative, and it made me feel more beautiful. I don't know, it made me feel confident. It was just fun. And then later in high school, I started to get acne, okay? Which you guys know, that's been a whole journey. And I was so thankful for makeup because it was able to give me that boost of confidence during those hard years. And, you know, it wasn't just a few years. It was literally over a decade that I have struggled with acne. And I still get breakouts, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. And I feel like makeup allowed me to like not worry about my skin, you know? Even though the texture was still there, it really boosted my confidence. And having acne is what actually made me want to be really good at makeup, because I didn't want my skin to look like there was too much product on it, even though I was wearing quite a bit of makeup. So I feel like that's what really helped me to start to figure out how to master the art of makeup as far as covering blemishes and making things look really smooth and really fresh, you know, without looking unnatural. And so I bought books from Bobbi Brown and from Carmindi, who is the makeup artist on What Not to Wear. Tell me, guys, please tell me that you were also fans of that show on TLC, What Not to Wear. I'm telling you, of course, the entire makeover was so fun to watch. I've always been a fan of makeover shows. But the part where Carmindi came on the screen, that's what really instilled something in me, because not only would I watch her, see how she saw other people and how she would tell them how beautiful, you know, their features were, but then she would teach them how to enhance their features, and then you would literally see the person completely transform. And that was the most inspiring thing to me. And I feel like that's what's kept me wanting to learn so much more about makeup constantly. By the way, I use the Thrive Cosmetics Buildable Blur Concealer. This is such a good concealer, and I found it in my drawer and I was like, it's been way too long, so I wanted to use this again. I feel like my skin is looking really nice with those products. I'm gonna set everything with my number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. So anyways, for me, the feeling of that is what keeps me doing this every single day. And then of course, you know, I'm obsessed with colors, I'm obsessed with textures, I'm obsessed with just products. I love it so much, and honestly, it has never gotten old to me. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I feel like what's happened for me even, because again, like I'm a creator and a consumer at the same time. And I feel like the past few years with the booming social media industry and everything like that, I'm kind of having to learn how to balance a lot in my personal life as far as not giving into the makeup FOMO that I tend to have on a constant basis. I talked about that in a recent video. I literally have makeup FOMO, where if I see a new product and people are really enjoying it, and even if I just bought a foundation or an eyeshadow palette, I'm like, oh, I think I need that eyeshadow palette. And honestly, for me, like, makeup is my therapy in a way. It's the thing that I've always loved to spend my money on. I will literally wear the same 5 outfits for the rest of my life. I don't invest in clothing or shoes or bags the way some people do, which, you know, everyone has their thing. For me, it's makeup. Like, I literally, it's so funny. I always notice this in myself. Like, if I go to the mall one day and say I go into Zara or something, and I start picking out like 3 things, and the total of those 3 things is maybe $150. I'm like, oh, you know, and I talk myself out of it. I'm like, you know what, I really don't think I need this jacket. I could do without, and I end up buying maybe one thing or nothing at all. Then cut to me walking into Sephora, and I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. An Armani foundation, $65, that's a need. I'm fine, I can totally spend my money on that. I don't know, there's just a shift for me, because to me, it's important, to me, it's fun. And yes, it's now my job, which I'm so thankful for, but it's always been my passion. It's always been something that makes me really happy and makes me feel creative. And it's just that creative outlet for me. I think it's important for all of us to have a creative outlet or outlets. We can have multiple, and makeup has definitely always been one of those for me. So anyways, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of, you know, chatting with you guys. But I figured if I was feeling this way, someone else is feeling this way, as far as like these conversations about the beauty industry and all this speculation about how much it's changed or where it's going. It's like, again, yes, things adapt, things evolve, but I do not believe that it's the end for anyone. Like I said, I think it's the beginning. And I just feel like I wanted to make sure to tell you guys this, because for me, 5 years ago, or actually it's almost been 6 years now. Before I started my channel, it was almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in June. Oh my gosh, it's coming up so soon. 6 years ago, people were telling me, oh, you know, it's gonna be so hard to build something on YouTube. It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Guys, like, now I do it full time. So I just don't ever want these conversations, which, you know, it's fun to kind of analyze and speculate sometimes, but not if you're somebody who wants to make this a career on social media, whatever. I feel like there is always so much room for everyone. And so I just don't want any of you guys who maybe have this as your dream and feel like it's too late because of these conversations, just please know it's never too late. It is never too late. You are never too young, never too old to start building your passion and building the life that you dream of, because if I would have listened to that 6 years ago, I would never be here, and my life is completely different. It has changed for the better. I have literally created my dream life because of YouTube, because of you guys, and so I'm just so thankful. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a serial optimist, but honestly, I truly believe in abundance. I believe there is so much room for anyone at all times, and there's room to adapt, there's room to evolve, there's room for all of us to grow and keep learning, but regardless, there's room, you know? And ultimately, I'm just so thankful for the audience that I have, for this community that we've created here, because for me, it's a safe space on the internet. You know, there's always good and bad on any platform, in any career path, you know, like there's always two sides to every story. But for me, I have felt so blessed and so lucky to have this community. My subscribers, I feel like you all are my friends. I don't feel like, I don't know, it's so hard to explain because I haven't met any of you. Well, I've met a few of you, but the majority of you I have not met in person, yet I feel like I know you all so well, and I feel like you all know me so well, and I feel like we are able to bond through makeup and share that passion. And to me, that's special because I can't do that with everyone in my personal life. Actually, there's only like one other person in my personal life who shares, you know, a similar passion around beauty and makeup as I do. And so having you guys has been a game changer for me because it's made me feel like I have a space to create, I have a space to share, I have a space to enjoy makeup with like-minded people, and I love it. I absolutely love it. By the way, I was using the Juvia's Place bronzing palette, which I love. And now I'm gonna go into a classic. This is MAC Melba. I mean, come on. This is such a classic product. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the apples of the cheeks. I'm already looking forward to reading through your comments, you guys, so please share whatever, share whatever's on your mind. I would love to hear in the comments down below why you love makeup, or maybe what got you into makeup. I just want us to remember the underlying feeling of why we're all here in the first place. I think it's important because there's always so much changing, there's always so many opinions, and at the end of the day, it's just about sharing our love for makeup and being inspired and boosting our confidence, boosting each other's confidence through makeup, and, you know, boosting each other's creativity through makeup. It's my absolute favorite. And honestly, I shock myself sometimes at how I'm still so passionate and so inspired about makeup, even though I've been wearing makeup for so long and doing beauty videos 3 days a week for so long. I don't ever get sick of it. It is so fun for me, and I hope you guys feel the same. I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish, another classic. I found the MAC Melba blush and I was like, ooh, I should use Soft and Gentle for a little glow. I'm gonna take my sponge and just press over everything. I went into my eyeshadow palette drawer and I wanted to use the Persona Cosmetics Identity palette. This is an amazing palette, you guys know. One of my favorites, such a good neutrals, super flattering color palette in my opinion. She's a classic. I'm gonna take the shade Humble, which is this kind of beigey peach color. And I'm gonna kind of use that as a base all over. Well, kind of a transition shade, but I am dragging it down as a base. We're gonna be kind of casual with how we're doing the eye look today. You know what I will say? I feel like the theme for the past couple years in my life, and I'm sure a lot of you, is I've learned the power of simplicity. Okay? I'm obsessed with makeup, like I said. I am so lucky to do this for a living, and I, am sitting in the beauty room of my dreams, surrounded by so many makeup products that have been sent to me. I've obviously bought a lot myself, but in this process of building my dream beauty room, I've learned so much, and I've really learned the power of simplicity. And right now I'm in the process of going through my entire house and just keeping the things that I really, really, really love, that mean a lot to me. And there's certain categories where I keep a lot, and there's other categories where I'm able to let go of a lot. But for me, simplifying things in my life where I feel like I can really helps my mind stay, you know, at ease, and I'm able to function more smoothly, more efficiently. So that is a goal of mine moving forward, especially with my beauty room, just to simplify a little bit. But also I'm realistic with myself. I will never be a beauty minimalist, okay? I'm never going to have just one tiny makeup bag of one blush and one lipstick. I know some people are like this, and more power to them, but that's just not my journey. I love makeup too much, and so, you know, I like to be realistic with myself, but I've genuinely also learned the power of that simplicity and being honest with myself with the things that I actually really love, and trying to allow myself to let go of the things that I no longer use. I don't know. This is such a rant. I'm literally jumping all over the place, I feel like. But I feel like I had to get, you know, some things off my chest. So I am going to go into the shade Maverick next, which is this really pretty cool tone brown. And we're gonna start to deepen up the outer third using this. I feel like I've also gotten better at this when it comes to myself as a consumer in certain areas. I'm not perfect at this, but in certain areas and, you know, at certain times, I feel like I'm really able to decipher what I really want as far as makeup goes, and then just let go or hold off on some other products that I might feel pressured to buy immediately. And I think that's something that we're always trying to figure out, is just like kind of practicing the ability to follow your own intuition and recognize when you feel maybe like a pressure to, you know, buy something. This is talking about makeup. Like if you feel a pressure to keep up with all the different launches, and then, you know, the other side where I'm starting to really be honest with myself and appreciate makeup and be like, that looks so pretty, but you know, I have something similar and I'm okay without. And like I said, I'm not perfect at that. And there are definitely situations where a brand launches a collection and my heart just, it takes over. And I'm like, oh, I need the entire collection. And there's many collections where I'm like, you know what, that's so pretty, but I'm gonna skip it this time, you know? Let's see, I'm into this cool tone thing. So I'm gonna take the cool tone shade in the corner called Seductive, and I'm gonna take this on my fingertip and just apply this to the eyelid. I really like this color. Goodness gracious, I'm being reminded of how stunning this eyeshadow palette is. It's so good. I'm also applying that shade to the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Sassy, which is this really pretty kind of golden champagne color, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight. I'm also gonna kind of highlight the brow bone with this. You know what's interesting? I've actually kind of been paying attention to my personal subscription feed here on YouTube and the people I follow on Instagram. And while of course I follow so many, you know, very well-known beauty creators, most of my feed these days are full of smaller creators. But what's interesting is I'm actually 10 times more inspired by these people than some of the biggest, most popular creators on the internet. And so for me, it's just exciting. Like I feel like there are so many extremely talented human beings who are so driven, so consistent, so dedicated, who are, you know, creating such incredible content for all of us to enjoy. And a lot of those people might be just starting out. Some people have been at it for a few years. Regardless, each of those people are making a difference in my life. And I know they're making a difference in all of their followers' lives as well. I'm using a throwback, by the way. This is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So for me, the content that I've consumed has drastically changed over the past couple of years. You know, the people, I feel like I have a whole new group of people that I am inspired by and that I watch and consume regularly. And I think that just goes to show that there really is still space for everyone. I feel like I can discover a new channel and a new creator on Instagram or YouTube every single day. And I think that's so fun. There really is so much out there that we can learn from and discover. And it's all about just choosing who inspires you most, you know? Oh boy, I love this mascara. I have forgotten how good this is. I had a bottle that was really old and I bought another one, but I hadn't opened it till today. So happy to have that back on my lashes. I think that looks so nice. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off any foundation on the lips, and then we're gonna move on to, I feel like I really wanted to revisit some MAC products. So this is the MAC Subculture Lip Liner. I'm gonna line the lips with this. I forgot how pretty this color is. It's such a nice peach tone. Yeah, it's like the perfect peachy pink. I kind of picked a random lip combo, so who knows how it's gonna turn out, but it's worth a shot. I went over to my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks and picked out Velvet Intrigue, which is this gorgeous kind of pinky peach shade as well. I'm going to apply this to the lips and blend it out with my fingers. Goodness gracious, my lips are so dry right now. Guys, I'm telling you, this weather in Utah cannot make up its mind. It was 85 degrees Fahrenheit 2 days ago. And then, yeah, yesterday it was like, no. Point is, I don't remember what day it was, but it was like so hot outside, 85 degrees. And then last night drops down to 40 degrees. And all day today it was like 45. What in the world? I'm just having to wear layers all the time because I'm like, at one moment, you know, it feels like full on summer. And the next moment, it's winter again. I can't even. It's crazy. Well, that lip liner looks so good with that lip color or that lipstick. I did also want to grab, oh my gosh, it like flew out of my hands. Okay. I also wanted to grab the Persona Cosmetics Shortcake Gloss. This gloss, this had me in a chokehold for a while. It's been too long. It's actually like more of a mauve color, but it's so stunning. So it doesn't really match the lip liner or the lipstick, but that's okay. I'm making up my own rules today. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on top. I think it adds something pretty. This formula is fantastic. So I'm just making sure to apply that all over. Cute. Okay, now we're gonna just assess the situation a little bit. I'm gonna take the bronzer brush and kind of blend things out, drag things down the neck. I actually really like how that lip combo turned out. I like it. And now, you know, I want a little more blush, I think. Just a tiny smidge more. You know what I would love to do sometime, you guys? Riddle me this. Wouldn't it be so fun to do some type of event? We could even do a virtual event because I know you guys are all over the world. Like a makeup slumber party, a pajama party. Could you imagine? Could you even imagine like a better night than all being in our PJs, playing with makeup, recommending products or techniques to each other? I'm giddy. I literally have chills thinking about how much fun that would be. At least I think it would. Let me know if that's something you guys would want to do. I would love to start moving into things like that eventually. Obviously, it's such new territory for me and we'd have to figure out the logistics, but I'm willing because I think that'd be so fun. And I think it'd be so fun to just connect on a deeper level because even though I feel like, you know, we know each other in a sense, to put like faces with names and have more of a face-to-face interaction just does something to the soul. I think it would be so fun. Let me know. What would you think about that? And maybe eventually be so fun to do something like that in person. Oh boy, yeah, my brain is kind of like swirling. I think this is a fun idea. Let me know if you agree in the comments. I grabbed my Fourth Ray Beauty Glisten Up Mist. Long time no see for this. Looks a little crusty. Oh boy, this could very well be expired. Oh well, okay. See, this is why I need to go through my entire beauty room because I need to be honest with myself. There's some things that are like fossils now in my collection that I really don't need to keep hanging on to. But I'm just so sentimental. I'm like, oh, this blush, even though it's like broken. Oh, I wore this blush at this concert, or, you know, oh, this was my first this or whatever. I'm a little bit of a makeup hoarder, but it's fine. I'm working on it. I'm gonna spray this, focusing. Oh, golly, that was really more, whoa, that was more intense than I remember. I'm gonna hold it further and focus it on the outsides of the face. Whoa. I remember it having a more fine mist than that. That was a lovely surprise. Okay, I'm gonna just dab this into the skin using my sponge. And what's a makeup tutorial without my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, folks? What did I do without this thing? I don't even remember. Who was I before this powder? I don't even want to remember. Okay, and I'm just gonna set the brows. I still need to go grab one of my Benefit brow gels. I have a backstock somewhere, but I just forget every time. And then I sit down and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to grab one of those. I'm just gonna use my Mario brow gel instead, which I've actually been enjoying. It's a very strong hold brow gel. A little more crunchy crispy than the Benefit one, but it sure does do the job. Okay, that's the completed look using some products that I just really wanted to reuse again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a comment down below letting me know what you love about makeup, or again, what got you into makeup. I just want to hear from you guys because to me, that feeling, whatever it is for each of us, I mean, it's what's kept me loving makeup for how many years? What's 28 minus 13? Math. I should do this in my head, but I can't. Oh, 15 years. 15 years. 15 years. More than half my life, I've loved makeup? Guys, it's so fun. It's so fun to me, and I plan on loving makeup for the rest of my life. It's just something that really inspires me always and lifts my spirits when I need it. It takes my mind off of things when I'm going through things. I love it. I love it so much. I love colors, I love textures, I love formulas. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the creativity behind it. I'm obsessed. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments, and I hope you know how much I love you and how thankful I am for you. Everyone who watches my videos, everyone who has subscribed, everyone who comments, like the people that take the time to comment, thank you so much. Like I really appreciate, you know, that you guys take the time out of your busy schedules to sit down and watch my videos. It means the world to me. I mean, it's the thing that allows me to do this every day. So please know how thankful I am for you. I adore you all. I wish I could hug you all one by one and tell you face to face how thankful I am. And to me, guys, this is just the beginning. I mean, I'm here as long as you're here, and I hope you're here as long as I'm here. And to any of you who has ever felt like, oh my gosh, maybe it's too late to do this or do that, especially in the beauty industry, just, it's not. It's not. I know it feels overwhelming sometimes, but I truly believe that there is space for absolutely everyone, and each person offers something specific and unique, and the more you stay true to yourself, the more the path will naturally be carved open for you. So just remember that, okay? And to all the small creators who are hustling, I see you, I'm inspired by you. Please don't give up, because it's worth it to chase your dreams. And yeah, there's just room for everyone. There is so much success in this industry and in all industries for everyone who wants it. So I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.